A Missouri man running for Senate is making national headlines, not for his political platform, but for his radio campaign ads some describe as racist. A warning, you might find what you're about to hear disturbing. KCTV5's Heather Staggers is live outside KMBZ Radio in Kansas City with this story all new at 6. Heather?
Well, the program director here at KMBZ Radio declined an on-camera interview with us about the Glenn Miller ad, but he says he had no choice.
The political ads ran during a conservative talk show hour on KMBZ News Radio 980.
It's time for white men to unite.
Glenn Miller of Springfield, Missouri is running for U.S. Senate. His message is very clear and to many considered racist.
We've sat back and allowed the Jews to take over our government, our banks, and our media. We've allowed tens of millions of foreign mud people to invade our country.
KMBZ Radio says the company is required by law to run political spots. FCC regulations state that a legally qualified candidate for any public office shall be afforded equal opportunities. Some say broadcasters should opt out of running the ads.
Maybe they're looking for ratings, I'm not for sure, but there again, I probably wouldn't listen to the radio station if they're doing that.
Others, even if they don't agree with the message, agree with freedom of speech.
It's a slippery slope when they start telling people, no, we won't air this, but we will air this.
Political science professor Dr. Charles Moran at Rockhurst University says the political climate is different now than it was years ago. There's more fear and anger among voters.
In both parties, you have these extreme wings that are very vocal right now. You have the Tea Party movement that is pretty active as far as Republicans are concerned, and you have MoveOn.org that's energizing the liberal wing of the Democratic Party, and you never had all that stuff back in the 60s and the 70s to get all the people worked up.
And ads like Glenn Miller's certainly spark emotions.
But you don't care, do you, Whitey? All you care about is satisfying your belly, pocketbook, and genitals and watching the coons play ball on television.
I haven't seen anything like that ever in my lifetime. Let's see how many votes Glenn Miller gets.
Now, the first two clips that you heard were spots played on KMBZ. The other is from at least 5 political campaign ads that Glenn Miller is running. He did legally file a declaration to run for office with the Missouri Secretary of State, but when we tried to reach him, he did not return our phone calls. Reporting live, I'm Heather Staggers, KCTV 5 News.